So I come back. I'm on the way back to the crib after getting lunch with one of my homegirls. First of all, we went to this place called Taco Buddha, and if you in St. Louis, you need to go try this place. Them tacos was hitting. All right, let me tell you right now, their margaritas is good too. Now, one thing about me, I didn't get drunk. That's a sin. But I did have some of the margaritas, and they was good. Let me tell you something. I'm back on the way home, stopped by the grandma's house to get some water because it's 90 degrees in St. Louis, and it felt like 98. So I'm getting some water from the grandma's house, and I see a notification while my phone busy overheating while I'm driving that Jalen Brunson got an extension. I'm thinking, oh, no way Jalen Brunson got the $113 less million. The 113. Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see that, but my Apple camera just did a little thumbs up emoji. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that was technology's crazy, man. But I'm thinking, no way Jalen Brunson's about to accept the $113 less million dollars. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you understand what I'm trying to say. You feel what I'm saying? So Jalen Brunson, I look at it, and I know he was eligible for $269 million on his extension, right? I knew he was about to, you know what I'm saying, go crazy with the money. And he took a $113 million pay cut on a 4-year extension to stay with New York. So he's, instead of getting the 269, he's getting the 156.5. New York, the city, the organization, the state, you owe everything to that man. You better put all of your resources into that man having the perfect team built around him. And some of you were saying, well, didn't they do that with the Mikal Bridges trade? Isn't that what they were doing while they got his Villanova teammate? They got the Villanova Knicks going on over there. They're doing great things. Yes, that's a great thing. You gave up 5 first-round picks, but you have 11, so it's not a huge deal. To me, it's still an overpay, but it's not a crazy huge deal, right? Boy, with this $113 million that Jalen Brunson just freed up over the next 4 years, you better, in every free agency period, pick up an addition, because I don't think they're going to win the championship this year. Is it possible? Sure. I think the 76ers are good competition for them. I think the Celtics are still better than them. I think out west, the Thunder are still better than them. They don't have a big. I need people to remember, Isaiah Hartenstein is on the Thunder. They do not have a good center core. They have Mitchell Robinson, but they don't have a good center core. You need more than just Mitchell Robinson. Boy, New York, you owe it. You owe Jalen Brunson everything. You need to go out there, and if you don't win a championship during the Jalen Brunson era, that man just gave you an $113 million discount. You need to put all of your resources into saying, hey, this isn't about to be one of those Kevin Durant situations with OKC where we have a great player, he wins an MVP, and he doesn't get a ring. Now, granted, I don't think Jalen Brunson is on the caliber of a Kevin Durant or a Steph Curry or these guys that have won these awards, or Steph Curry like when he won a championship with the Warriors and everything like that. Because I'm thinking on the way home, I'm thinking, okay, let's say they don't get a real center. Let's say they don't get a good center core. What teams have won a championship recently without a really good center? Nuggets, obviously, they have the best center in the world, the best player in the world, arguably, but to me, the best player in the world still. The Celtics, they have Porzingis. He was hurt, but then the starting lineup around him literally could be 4 All-Stars. 3 of their 5 starters are on Team USA, and you could make a very good case Jaylen Brown should be on there, so they could have 4. Then you got to go back to the Warriors in 2022. Now, the Warriors 2022 team was worse than this Knicks team is right now. But there's a difference. You don't have Steph Curry, and you don't have the championship culture that they had. They had the experience. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, they knew what it took. Kevon Looney, they knew what it took. Y'all don't have that. So, while I think it's very possible they could win the ring next year, don't think that I'm saying they can't. What I'm saying is, if this team could get a very good center core, I would pick them as the favorites out east. If not, they would be 1A and 1B with Boston. But they don't have that. Losing Isaiah Hartenstein was big. If they could have kept Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein, I would have easily said, okay, it's no one else is close between it's them, Philly, and Boston. And even if they had Isaiah Hartenstein, I would have said it's them and Boston, and then Philly's a step behind them because I don't trust Philly's depth for real like that. Now I think Jared McCain's going to be good. But anyways, this is about the Knicks. The Knicks. If you are a Knicks fan, if you are a member of the Knicks organization, you better be thanking your lucky stars that Jalen Brunson's an unselfish player and that he didn't take that $113 million extra dollars to get a 4-year, $269 million deal. It's hot in Missouri, I'm telling y'all. But let me tell you something. If I'm him, I don't know if I would have made the same decision. It's generational wealth either way. But 113, fam? 113, that's one of those moves that the only way you sell him on doing that is, one, it proves he's a very unselfish player, but the only way you actually sell him on doing that is if you pitch him that you can win a championship with that discounted money. That you say, okay, you're going to be making less money, but you're going to go down as a Knicks legend because you're going to win a ring. The league is open right now. The parity in the league is crazy right now. Before I was so rudely interrupted. The parity in the league is crazy right now. So the Knicks have a very, very good chance to win the championship. If you ask me, they're a top 5 title contender. It's out east, like I said, it's them, Boston, Philly, and then out west it's OKC, Dallas, and I think those are probably the top 5 title contenders right now, because I think Denver did get a little bit worse if we're keeping it real. I think Minnesota's up there. I actually think Minnesota got better this offseason, but I still don't trust. Maybe I'm a hater. I don't trust Cat in the playoffs like that. Maybe I'm a hater, but I just don't. So I don't think it's, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, they're a top 5, top 6 title contender in the league right now. So it is very, very, very plausible that they could win a championship this year. But I don't see it without a great big, because what are they going to need? They're going to need the rebounding. I get that Josh Hart is a good rebounder. I get that Mitchell Robinson is a defensive anchor. I get that their wings, and the wing is arguably the most important position in basketball right now. I get that their wings are a disgusting defensively, and they have two-way players like Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. You got Dante DiVincenzo coming off the bench who can shoot the air out of the ball. You got Josh Hart coming off the bench that is an ultimate hustle player, an ultimate utility guy. You have your star in Jalen Brunson. I get all of that. They have a great team. They have Julius Randle. I get all of that. I get that. So they have Julius Randle as the second option. I get it. I understand. All I'm saying is this team could be better. If this team could maybe trade Julius Randle for like that starting center, that to make that center core even better, get some more rebounding in there, because Julius Randle, he's not going to stretch the floor for you. He's not a great defender. So it's like there are guys that I think you could put in there that might be a better system fit in New York right now. Maybe I'm hating. But all I'm saying is, if you're Jalen Brunson, my expectation is that the Knicks do everything in their God-given power and ability to give you a ring, because you don't take a $113 million pay cut if you don't think that money that you're losing out could go somewhere else on the team and could make the team better and can make you closer to a championship contender than you already are. Jalen Brunson, brother, props to you. Props to you. We've seen guys take pay cuts. We've seen LeBron take pay cuts. We've seen Tom Brady take pay cuts. We've seen Mahomes take pay cuts. We've seen great players take pay cuts, and I respect it every time. But at the same time, I wouldn't have faulted you if you got your money either, brother. I don't know. Like I'm saying, it's like these organizations will do you dirty. Now, I understand this isn't the NFL. In the NFL, I think it's always smarter to take your money simply, unless you're Patrick Mahomes, where you have your coach Andy Reid, you have the whole thing is set up perfectly for you. Because in the NFL, it's not a players' league. The NBA is a players' league. So I get that you know what I'm saying? He was already on a steal of a contract before this extension. Now he's on even more of a steal of a contract. Well, not even more, but you know what I'm saying? Now he's still on a steal of a contract. Like, he remains to be one of the best contracts in basketball with this extension. Boy, if you're the Knicks, if you're a Knicks fan, if you live in the state of New York, if any of that, you better be thanking God that Jalen Brunson is an unselfish guy. Because that's $113 million that he just freed up simply by saying, I'll let the team get better and I'll take the pay cut. And I'm not going to lie to you, the pitch they would have had to give me to take that $113 million less would have been crazy. It would have had to have been the best pitch you've ever seen. Because $113 million is a lot of money. $269.5 is a whole lot different. Or no, $269 is a whole lot different than $156.5. Whole lot different. But hey, I respect it. Literally, I just got a Bleacher Report notification saying he wanted to follow Brady, Mahomes, and Jeter's blueprint to help the team win, and I respect that. Those guys all took the pay cuts, and those guys all won doing so. But I guarantee you there are some stories out there of guys who took pay cuts and their team didn't win. But I'm not going to lie. I think the league is better when New York is good. So I respect the move. I hope New York gets a ring out of this. I want to see Jalen Brunson be a champion. I still am not 100,000% sure that this is the next team that's going to do it. I'm not a big believer in Julius Randle as your second option come playoff time. But hey, I'm not a big believer in the rebounding either. But hey, it's definitely one of the top 3 teams in the East. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Stay hydrated out there. It's about hot as ever in the whole country. Okay.